Friends, Namaskar, good afternoon, and welcome to the special briefing on the visit of Honorable Vice President to three countries, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia from 17th to 22nd August. I have with me on stage Shri Gitesh Sharma, Secretary West, and Joint Secretary Central Europe, Dr. Anju Kumar. Secretary West will make his initial remarks, and after that we will open the floor to questions. Sir, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon and pleasure to be with you. We are today meeting to brief you on Honorable Vice President's forthcoming visit to the Baltics. The Honorable Vice President will be visiting Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia from 17 to 21 August this year. The Vice President will be accompanied by a high-level delegation, including Sri Sanjay Shamrao Dhotre, Minister of State for HRD, Communications and Electronics and Information Technology, Srimati Rani Nara, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Sri Manas Ranjan Bhunia, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Sri Ramesh Biduri, Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, and senior officials from Government of India. Friends, India and Baltic countries have historical connect, and it is generally accepted that there are common linguistic roots, notwithstanding the distance. This is sensed a lot in the Baltic countries. They feel that with Sanskrit and other aspects of Indian culture, there is a kind of closeness which need to be nurtured and taken forward. The cutting-edge technology and innovation ecosystems of the Baltic countries also complement India's huge market and appetite for these kind of technologies. The important thing is that this is a historical visit, in the sense that this is long awaited. Honorable Vice Presidents will be the first ever high-level visit to the three Baltic countries, and therefore it's awaited there as well with a great deal of enthusiasm. And this takes place as we are working together to increase level of our political engagement, as well as in the areas of trade and commerce. With respect to the individual countries, I should say that there are really no contentious issues, and there really is immense goodwill for India and the other way around. In Lithuania, he will be there from 17 to 19th August, and he will be meeting with the President of Lithuania, His Excellency Gitanas Nausėda, and also will meet the Speaker of the Seimas, the Lithuanian Parliament. There is an India-Lithuania Business Forum also to take place along with the political aspects of the visit. CII is actually coordinating this business forum from our side. In Latvia, again, this is from the 19th to 20th, and Honorable Vice President will have a bilateral meeting with President of Latvia, Mr. Eglis Livits, and also the Prime Minister, Mr. Krišjānis Kariņš, this acting Speaker of the Seima. And again, there is a business component, which is a India-Latvia Business Forum, ASSOCHAM from the Indian side. Honorable Vice President will also lay a wreath at the Freedom Monument of Latvia and will unveil a bust of Mahatma Gandhi in the National Library of Latvia. Estonia, again, this is a very focused visit. Engagements will include meeting with President of Estonia, Ms. Kersti Kaljulaid, and the Prime Minister Jüri Ratas. At the Estonian Parliament, he will meet the President of the Riigikogu and the others as a very special kind of gesture to the Indian side. The Estonian government has invited him the Vice President to address their heads of missions conference, which has been gladly accepted. There is also a business forum, which is led by Confederation of Indian Industry from the Indian side. In all these three countries, there are very small, numbers of Indian community members, but very vibrant, and some of the younger ones are a lot into things like IT and other kinds of economic areas. So it's really a historical visit and time to build on the traditional sentiments and take our relationship to entirely new levels. So we are all looking forward to this visit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Questions? Ranjit ji?
Do we have missions in all these three countries?
We do not have resident missions in these countries as yet. We are looking after our interests from neighboring countries. For instance, Lithuania from Poland, Latvia from Sweden, and Estonia from Finland. So this is while the three Baltic countries do have resident missions in India, in New Delhi.
Siddhant?
Sir, two questions. We had the India Nordic Summit last year. Are we looking India Baltic countries summit? I mean, if there is a proposal. And secondly, with Estonia, Estonia is one of the very advanced countries when it comes to IT sector. What kind of cooperation New Delhi is looking with that specific country? Because that country is known to be, I mean, just 5 years ago there was a attack on their IT system, and that is why it came to the forefront.
Indeed, you are very right, and notwithstanding the relatively smaller sizes of these countries, they do have their own niche areas, and Estonia is one of the most advanced countries, particularly with regard to e-governance. So we are certainly looking to work together, and even during this visit, there will be some focus on cooperation in terms of IT and e-governance, cybersecurity. So these are some areas we are considering. If you know, it is believed that Skype, for instance, was developed or invented in Estonia. So they are really a big name in the field of IT, and so are we. So there are a lot of synergies in this area. So we hope to cash in on that. Well, at this moment, there is no specific proposal in that way. But as you've seen that, in one go, the Vice President is covering the three countries, and it's a very, very harmonious society there. And in all three countries, there is consensus that friendship with India should be enhanced and taken to new levels.
Akhilesh ji?
What has been their, stand on India's candidature to United Nations Security Council permanent members, and also on, India's proposal for comprehensive convention against terrorism?
I think generally we remain engaged with them, and they are supportive of this India's claim to a permanent membership of UNSC. On terrorism also, I think they have been very, very understanding, and post-Pulwama also they have been extremely responsive. So I think there is very common ground with these countries, but you're also aware that they're a part of the larger European space as well. So when we work with these countries, we also get the opportunity to work with these friends as within the European space. So there are a lot of advantages in working with such friendly countries in the European space.
Sridhar and Madhurendra.
So I think you just mentioned now that we don't have the missions in these three Baltic countries. What are the reasons for it? Because these are all pretty significant countries, and even their landmass is quite big. This comes at a time when we are, trying to open up missions even in very small African countries. So, what is the reason why these three very significant countries we don't have any diplomatic missions, and are we planning to open embassies in these countries? Thanks.
या सर, मेरा सवाल है, आपने बताया कि इन देशों के साथ भारत का एक रिश्ता गहरा है, खासतौर पे संस्कृत को लेकर। तो मैं चाहूँगा इस पर थोड़ा प्रकाश डालें और किस तरह की योजना आगे होगी। लैंग्वेज के टर्म में अगर बात करें तो संस्कृत को कोर रखते हुए दोनों देशों के रिश्तों को जोड़ने में और आगे इस पर काम करने के लिए।
I think on the issue of diplomatic missions, I think the idea is to have missions everywhere. That is definitely a country of India's stature. But then when for some, there are always very careful evaluations done at various points of time in terms of presence. At the moment, we are operating from very close proximity. For instance, these are all, you mentioned large, but they're not really all that, they're compact territories, and it's not difficult at this stage to operate from very close proximity. For instance, Helsinki and Tallinn. But you're right that at some stage, there may be a situation where India would look at having a resident mission there. It's a matter of time and bringing all the different elements together. But as of now, you're entirely right that we do not have a presence, but this has not really impaired our ability to conduct business with them.
Just repeat from where we are managing the affairs with these. You mentioned the three.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. From Lithuania, we're doing it from Warsaw. Yeah. Latvia, that we are doing it from Sweden. And Estonia, we are doing it from Finland, Helsinki. Yeah.
The language spoke जो लिथुआनिया में भाषा बोली जाती है, उसमें बताया जाता है कि 10,000 वर्ड्स ऐसे हैं जिनका रूट संस्कृत से निकलता है। उसमें से 108 को उन्होंने पब्लिश किया है और वो काफ़ी सिमिलर वर्ड्स हैं। उससे लगता है कि हाँ, ये पेरेंट इनका एक ही है। तो वो टारगेट है कि पूरे के पूरे 10,000 शब्दों को खोजा जाएगा और उनका ट्रांसलेशन अप्रोप्रिएटली किया जाएगा। और हर कंट्री में हिंदी चेयर्स हैं। इंडोलॉजी का कल्चर बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है और आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो आगरा में संस्थान है हिंदी का, उसमें आते हैं फॉर हायर स्टडीज़। आफ्टर दे हैव स्टडीड इन द यूनिवर्सिटीज़ at the India Center, then they come to Agra for advanced thing. बहुत सारे लोग आपको ऐसा मिलेंगे। और हमारे पास भी बॉल्टिक स्टडीज़ के लिए एक सेंटर है हरिद्वार में। सो वहाँ वो भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कनेक्शन रहता है दोनों भाषाओं को जोड़ने का।
Thank you, Anju. Any, of course, Ranjit ji.
China has opened Confucius centers in all these three countries. So are we not thinking on those lines? To promote people-to-people contact, since we have strong cultural links, we should also move forward in these
Dr.
lines.
Anju just mentioned what we are doing.
No, in those countries, we have China has opened Confucius centers. So we don't have similar ventures in those countries.
Do you want to answer? Yeah, I think she mentioned Indology centers.
That in Haridwar, is a center, but in those countries, I'm asking about. We have Indology centers in all the three Baltic countries.
Yeah, that is what she mentioned. That we have Indology centers and chairs in all the three countries.
Strong culture of Indology.
Thank you. I don't see any other questions. So thank you for coming here. Thank you, Anju, and thank you all for joining. In a short while from now, we have the launch of MEA Performance Smart Board by the External Affairs Minister at CB Muthama Hall. You are most welcome to attend that event. Thank you very much.
Naturally, I mean, during visits, agreements are also factored in, but I'm sure you'll come to know as the visit unfolds. Yeah.
Thank you.